Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I know a lot of people know that I wasn't the biggest fan of Scream the first 2 seasons on MTV, but I was such a huge fan, still am, such a huge fan of that original Scream movie.
Why do you want to know my name?
Don't want to know who I'm looking at.
I gotta admit, I am anticipating the brand new season because it is a reboot, it is a new cast, it is new story, except I can't help but wonder, what would season 3 of Scream have been like if we did keep the same cast, if we did continue the same story?
Nobody puts on a mask and commits a murder like that just once.
Season 2 definitely ended on the cliffhanger, even that Halloween special. It was going in a direction where it seemed like they had something in mind, something planned. So I just, for fun, wanted to sit here and talk to you guys about what could have been, what would have been, and if you guys would have liked it. Do you have your own ideas about it? I would have started off the season because episode 1 is something that you want to shock people. Just like in the Scream movies, the first death, the first scene was always something that would surprise you. It would always kill off somebody that you wasn't expecting. I would kill Emma off in the first episode, not just because it would be surprising, but because I did not like the actress. Or look, I don't want to say like personally I didn't like her. I'm sure she's a nice, fine person. I just mean her acting was so horrible that I could not have lived with and sat through another season watching her mope and be whiny and complainy with no real emotion because her acting was so bad.
I am scared every time I get a phone call, every time I get a text.
Shock everyone. So now Audrey becomes the main character and you see her step up. She was already one of the more interesting and fascinating characters. She already was kind of involved with the killer in the first season, so she has a dark side to her.
Karma doesn't just happen. Sometimes you have to take it in your own hand. Shit, turn that off!
Certain people in the group, like Noah, knows about her involvement. That could play into the fact that when there is a new killer, people might look at her a little weird. People might be suspicious. Noah, there were some sexual tension between him and Audrey, and I get it. I guess MTV and a lot of these shows want to have just random romantic interest just because. I would stay away from that. You could still have him like Audrey, I guess, but I don't want them to get together. I just want him to be the movie guy. That's what I liked about him. He was this show's version of Randy, just the guy who always referenced movies, always knew everything to know about movies.
Wait, where are you on that list?
Duh. I'm making the list.
Nice resting creep face.
Back at ya.
Brooke, she started off as the slut character, and I get that. You have to have that, I guess, in your group, but I want to see her grow now. I want to see her become smarter and just have more self-respect for herself. You can even have it to where her reputation has been just low for so long that you could have other people in the school look at her a certain way, still treat her like that, but she's trying to change that image, grow out of it. And I guess, I have to remember. Remind me in the comments below, would these characters still be in high school at this point? I don't know. Or would they just be going into college? I would prefer that. Like, move away from high school, get into college. They all looked too old to be in high school anyways.
You like liquid so far?
Yeah. You know, aside from all the murders, it's nice.
If you're going to kill Emma off like I would want, I also didn't like her mom. So what do we do with the mom character? I originally wanted them to kill her mom off like in season 1. Like, she was so bad. So if you have her daughter get killed, you can have her be very creepy. You can have her almost like we found out in Scream 2, the movie, that Billy's mom was the killer and she wanted revenge. So if you play it up to where the mom's becoming unhinged and not a lot of talking with her, stay away from her and talking and dialogue, just have her be watching Audrey. Like maybe the mom thinks Audrey did it, so she's in the shadows or in the background watching her, and these characters start to notice she's just being weird. And then when people start getting killed, have the mom look suspicious. Maybe people think she did it until you eventually kill the mom off. I do want to see the mom get killed. I don't want her to actually be the killer.
And it would really suck if you guys...
The killer, it's not going to be a huge reveal because I think it should be Brendan James. Back from the dead. Technically, he didn't really die, or we'd hope he didn't really die. I don't want him to be a zombie or anything. Like, have him come back. People thought he was dead. He technically will accomplish his goal by killing Emma, but now he has to just finish it off and kill the rest of the group because they all know about him. It can work. It might sound a little convoluted, but is it any more convoluted than what the first 2 seasons were? Let's be honest. Gustavo, or how I used to call him, just creepy little bastard who just seemed like he had dead bodies buried in his backyard. We last saw him, he was with Brooke, but then I think they broke up, in the Halloween special. He went off to go somewhere else. Have him come back. And so he too will look suspicious because he's been gone. He comes back, and then people start getting killed. Have even the main group who, yeah, they were friends with him, but they don't trust him. You're like, whoa, this is convenient that you're back and our friends are getting killed. And then have him get killed off. Because I never really liked him, so killing him off works.
You don't know us. Not really.
Bring in a black dude. It's almost weird when I stopped and realized that the first 2 seasons never really had... Sure, they had Zoe, and she was cool, but they killed her. Let's bring in a black dude into the group, and maybe you could have moments of him being suspicious just because he's a new guy, so you don't 100% know if you can trust him, but have him be... And I hesitate to say the comic relief, because they always do that with black guys in certain situations. Not comic relief, just have him be funny. And naturally funny. Have him be just a nice, cool dude.
Do you like scary movies?
The very end, when we get to the end, we'll find out it's Brendan James. We'll hopefully see what he looks like, and he will be disfigured. He will look weird, so you can play up that. The sole survivors, if this were to be the final season, if we were just to give these characters in the story a nice send-off, a nice ribbon and bow, Audrey, Noah, and Brooke. Brooke is somebody that I think you could kill, but I wouldn't kill her. I think she could be a character that just you would assume would be killed, even have a moment where maybe she almost gets killed, but then survives. I think these 3 are the strongest actors of the show, the strongest characters of the show.
Everybody has a way of dealing with what we went through.
So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of my ideas, my story points, where I would have taken season 3 of Scream if you kept the same characters, the same actors, continued the same story. Up the kills, up the creativity, have some actually creepy, scary moments. Have some more times of the killer calling them on the phone with that classic Scream voice. And also get rid of that dumb, stupid mask that they had.
Hello.
Hey, killer.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Please won't you say bye?